everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing about my routine for my baby, the routine schedule, and also how I train my baby. Sleep training. Just a disclaimer that I am not a sleep consultant. This is just based on my experience with my recent purchase with a baby sleeping program. Before I begin with the content, I would like to just give a little bit of enlightenment why I would like to have a baby sleep training for my baby. So those who doesn't know me, I have a 10 months baby coming to her 11 months very soon. After we came back from France, we had a vacation there for a month, and once we were back in Singapore, she had a very bad jet lag, and because of the jet lag, the routine really disrupted, and then she had a bad sleeping pattern. She's been catnapping, and on top of that, she's still breastfeeding, and every time she wants to fall asleep, I have to breastfeed her in my arms until she's asleep, and I'll put her in her crib. But it gets worse after we came back from France. Even I breastfeed her to sleep, and every time I move, she will just wake up because she knows that when I move means I'm gonna put her in her crib. So she wakes up every time I move, and she never had a deep sleep because she's so afraid that I will leave her. I think it's also due to the separation anxiety around 10 to 18 months, if I'm not mistaken. And although we did try to make her sleep beside us in our bed, it's not the best idea because it's not enough space for me, my husband, and her. Plus, she needs a lot of space of her own to get comfortable to fall asleep. So whenever she moves, she feels like I'm beside her or my husband is beside her. She will wake up and make a lot of movements, and then she will come to me and start to latch on me. I think at this point of time, she made me as her pacifier because she only latched on me for a while, and then after that she will fall asleep. It's not like drinking milk as much as previously. So after we've been through this nightmare for about 5 nights, we tried all the methods that we can use, but it's not going so well. So I did try to research sleep training methods. There are some training methods out there like the chair method, rocking to sleep methods. There's also a method take out and put down method. If you Google, there are a lot there. I've been using the chair method, but apparently it's not working so well. I almost resorted to get a sleep consultant, but to get a sleep consultant, it can cost from $800 up to thousands of dollars, just like that. So I was really weighing my options. What can I do from there? And then I saw an app in my Instagram ads. They are doing a sleep training using a baby app. So the app that I saw was the little ones. And this apps is giving you a knowledge how to sleep train your baby, how to establish a good routine schedule for baby. As I understand, a good routine can have a very good impact for their sleeping. So good routine equals to good sleeping, and they are good together. Furthermore to that, the cost of the sleeping app is very affordable compared to getting a sleep consultant. As I mentioned earlier, a sleep consultant costs from $800 to close to $2,000, and this apps is at $40. So you need to buy the discounted price at their website right here. The package that I bought is the 6 to 12 months. The normal price is at $80, and currently they have a New Year 2024 sales which costs at $40, so they have a 50% discount. Just an information here, I am not sponsored by the app. I just feel like the app is really helping me a lot because my baby can sleep by herself now. She doesn't need me to rock her. She doesn't need pacifier. She doesn't need me to breastfeed her to sleep. And that's why I would like to share it with everyone who are facing the same issues with me. I'm just showing you guys here how is the apps looks like. So in that apps, they have home, of course, and then there is also lessons. So in the lessons, you can read a lot about the sleep training, the type of cries, self-settling, the environment of the baby's room in order for them to help them to get into the feelings to fall asleep, and so on. There are also trackers for when they start their nap, when they start their bedtime. Then you can also record down the time when they had their feedings. The feedings includes the breast, solids, and also bottles. And you also can record the diaper change. So everything is in one inside this app, and the routine schedule that they came up for the 6 to 12 months really works wonders. Here's why. The first day I started the app was for the nap time. It really was challenging in the beginning because you are not sure what types of cries the baby is showing. According to the apps, there are 3 types of cries. I will list it right here. In order for us to understand what our baby really needs is for us to give time and listen for a few minutes, see what types of cries they are doing. Probably the protest crying or the winding up crying. The apps really explains everything. This is what the apps is telling inside the lesson. Whenever you have time, you can read through it, or whenever you have some problems or issue, there are troubleshooting solution that they have put inside the apps. There are also some videos showing us how are we supposed to tackle certain situation according to what the baby really needs, to give us a direction on what we should do in case of baby is crying, in case of baby is awake before the period that they should be waking. I will include here the video of my routine with my baby. It's not going to be full because I will include the parts where it's most important, like during the bedtime, nap time, and the eating time. A daily routine that I'm sharing right now is a daily routine without hiccups, like there's no inconsistency of the routine. I will talk about after this how we should tackle, how we troubleshoot if there is any hiccups during the schedule. So I will start my day at 7 to 7:10 in the morning because according to the app, her day should start at 7:30 in the morning and ends at 7:30 p.m. To get myself clean up, and then I will prepare her breakfast and her milk before I get her out of her bed. Usually she will start to wake up around 7 to 7:15 in the morning. So when I heard her just not crying, making sound like baby babbling sound, as long as she's happy in there, I will leave her inside her crib and her room. Leaving them in their own bed, in their own bedroom is also good because it trains them to get the sense that it's comfortable to be in their own room, it's comfortable to be on their own bed. So that's why I leave her there as long as she's happy. So after I finish preparing her breakfast and her milk, I will get her up around 7:20 to 7:25, change her diaper. I implemented a morning phrase which is like, good morning my love, good morning baby, bonjour ma chérie. This morning phrase will get her to associate in her mind that it's time to get up, it's morning. After I change her, get her to get her breakfast by 7:30 in the morning, and then I will give her milk at 8 in the morning. So 7:30 in the morning breakfast will take about 10 to 15 minutes. Let her belly rest for a while, and I will give her her morning full feeding milk. It can be your breast milk if you are still breastfeeding full for your baby, or it can also be a formula milk. And then after that, I will let her play in her play area until about 9:50. So at 9:50, I will get her ready again to get her nap. So at 10 a.m. is her first nap, which is the morning nap. So the morning nap, as I understand, is just like a power nap for them so that they can stay up until the lunchtime. So for the morning nap, I will just get her room ready. Like not to prepare the bedroom for our baby to sleep. It can be your own bedroom or their own bedroom. The room must be dark. Second, cooling enough around 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. Third, they need a sleep suit. So the zipper sleep suit. It is more safer for baby to use because if we use blanket, when they move around, it might tangle around their legs or around their neck. And then second thing is that when they move around, they might get cold because the blanket is not around their body. So that will wake them too. And the last thing is that they need to be comfortable. Like for example, change to a new diaper so that they can sleep longer longer without waking with the wet diaper or full diaper or poopy diaper. Oh, and one more thing is to have a white sound. So currently I'm using a wave sound to help her to fall asleep. So these are the 5 things that I prepared before I put her to sleep. So by 9:50 a.m. I will bring her in her bedroom, the prepared, and then hug her, little bit of cuddle, sing her lullaby, because the lullaby helps baby to also relax, feel safe, and then get into their sleeping mode. For Alois, once she's ready, she will point the bed and ask me to put her down. Not asking by literally asking, but pointing at her bed means she wants me to put her down. So I'll put her down. And then she get comfortable around the bed, and then I still do a little bit of humming, but not too long, and then it will help her to just know that I am right there. After sometimes I will stop. At this point of time, I'm already sitting on the chair while waiting for her to fall asleep. So yes, I'm using the chair method. I'm still using the chair method, but it works this time because of the routine schedule that works well for Alois. So as I mentioned earlier, good baby routine equals to good sleep for baby, and it works well together. I will wait for about 3 to 5 minutes and she will fall asleep on her own. I'll close the room and I will give her a 20 minutes sleep. Why 20 minutes sleep? Because in the afternoon it's difficult for her to get into the 2 hours nap. I will talk about why 2 hours nap for the lunchtime later. As advised by the app, baby needs to sleep for 15 to 20 minutes in order for them to get the full lunch nap. So after 20 minutes, I will wake her and it's time for her milk feeding and also the snacks. So this is when I give my breast milk. So after all of that completed, I let her play around in her play area again. I let her explore and venture, watch some Miss Rachel songs, and then at 12, I will give her her lunch. So currently I'm giving her solid containing proteins. And then by 12:50, I'll get her ready for her lunch nap. With a very good lunch nap, she'll be able to stay awake and with good energy until the bedtime. So getting her to sleep from 1 until 3 p.m. So after she's awake at 3 p.m., I'll give her the full feeding for afternoon meal. And at 3:30 p.m., I'll give her lunch snacks. As usual, like yogurt, fruits, some biscuits. And by 5:30 p.m., I will give her dinner already. It's very early because as I understand, the food will take sometimes for babies to digest in their belly. So that's why we are feeding them 2 hours earlier before their bedtime. After her dinner at 5:30 p.m., then I give her bath at 6:30 p.m. And then after that, she will be having her last full milk feeding for her bedtime at 7:15 p.m. and getting her to wind down again at 7:20 p.m. So started to wind down, brush her teeth, check again the diaper, and then the bedroom again, it needs to be prepared already. Dark, the white noise, and then the temperature 18 to 22 degrees Celsius, and then get baby ready to sleep with the slipper, suit on, sing the lullaby, cuddle the baby, and put baby down to sleep. And parents will have a very good night too. Good sleep, good dinner, maybe a little bit of movie time. I can understand that it's almost impossible for Asian family to put their baby in their own bedroom, but you can also do this sleep training method in your own bedroom. Just ensure that the environment is like how I shared. The dark sleep noise, the white noise, and then also the sleep suit. All of these are important to help baby to fall asleep and getting their full sleep throughout the night or throughout the naps. So now let's talk about the troubleshooting. I'm gonna start in the morning routine. So if baby is awake at 5:30 in the morning before the 7:30 morning start, it depends. If baby is not crying unhappily, crying discomfort, just making a little bit of sound in their room, it's okay to let baby stay in their bedroom because it also trains them to fall asleep again. But if baby is crying out because of discomfort or because of hunger, then get our baby to wake up and start their day early. By 9:30 a.m., they need to have their nap already. So they will take their first nap, the morning nap at 9:30 a.m. and get their lunch at normal time with the lunch nap at normal time as well. So for the troubleshooting for the lunch nap, if they get up at 3 p.m., then they can sleep at the normal time, which is at 7:30 p.m. all of these are already stated inside the apps in case you have all other trouble that you might face during this time. It's not necessarily like what I stated. These are just some examples what I'm facing with Alois. Sorry everyone, my baby just awake, so you might hear her a little bit inside this video. Side to that, I know that it's not easy for us to do baby sleep training because sleep training takes a lot of patience, understanding, as well as time, because we cannot rush it. It's same like how we learn something new, correct? So the challenges that I'm facing while training Alois is that not knowing what types of cries that she's giving out, because it can sound the same, but after we train ourselves, get a good reading, what kind of cries is it, then we will be able to differentiate which one is it. Aside from that, I also feel very painful in my heart, in my chest, seeing my child crying and me not knowing what to do. It can be because they are overly tired, or maybe also overactive during the day, or just because they are in pain, there is illness, probably teething, stomach discomfort. Another challenge that I'm facing is that the new routine also changed my routine as a parent. So there are things that I need to shift around in order to make sure that I am able to stick to her routine, because with her routine perfectly organized like this, she will have a good sleep, and with a good sleep her mind is more rested to grow and develop. I'm not sure if I already given everything that everyone is asking, but of course you can always drop a comment down below, or you can DM me on my Instagram, ask me whatever you need to know. I know that I'm a new parent actually. I only have one baby, but whatever I have that works for me, I am gladly to share with everyone who might need this. Thank you so much for watching everyone. I am so sorry that it's quite a lengthy video and mostly I'm talking, but I hope the information is all in there. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. And here's a video, my delivery experience with Mount Elizabeth Hospital in Singapore, the Orchard branch. And I see you guys again next time. Bye bye.